Stop running 1,000 ads like a moron, part 2. Some of you may say, well, those big brands are doing it, why can't I do it? Let's look at a big brand right now that's running a ton of ads. What are the big brands in e-com right now? I think the one called Lyra or something like that. Yeah, a Lyra. Let's see how much ads they're running. 3,000. Jeez. Wow. So some of you will look at this and be like, well, they're running 3,000 ads. Why can't I? Well, my response to that would be, you shouldn't be copying them if you're not in the same tax bracket. You don't know how much waste they can afford right now. If you're trying to get to $1 million a month, or you're at $50K a month or $250K a month, you can't afford to be wasting your money on ads and turning them off every 30 days. So we're going to do the same check that we're doing in part 1 with this brand right here. Let's see how much waste they're wasting on ads. So right now, currently active ads is 3,000. Let's go back 30 days before. Today is February 17th. Go to January 17th and see 3,000 ads. How many were on 30 days ago? Jeez! What? Do you see how much waste that is? They just turn on. Oh, wow. That's over 2,000 ads they just turn on in 30 days. That's a lot of waste. How many ads does it take to convince people to buy? If people are not ready to buy, you can put 300,000 ads in front of them. They are not ready to buy. It's like your ads actually, but that's another conversation. I don't want to get into that. Your ads, they're not actually responsible for the sales like that. They help, but your offer on the website carry the majority of the weight. There you have it. So let's go 60 days ago, December 17, 460. Wow. There you have it. You cannot afford this type of waste. If you're not at that level, you can't be copying them saying they're running 3,000 ads. You should be running 3,000 ads. That's just bananas. That's just crazy. Let's just call it what it is. They are wasting money on these ads. There is no other way to put it. You can't convince me that you have all these ads. They were not on 60 days ago. They had 460 ads. That's already bananas. You only need, how many ads do you need to be profitable? A handful, maybe 6, maybe 9. You're going too crazy, maybe 20. Even 20 is too much. You only need a 6, 9, 10, or maybe 15. This is crazy. And there are gurus over there that's saying, oh, this is the real reason, the motivating factor, the moving factor, the driving factor for profit. No, it's not. It is a waste. And like I said in the first video, every time you launch a new ad, if you understand how Meta works and now Andromeda, how Andromeda works, Andromeda, by the way, punishes people that are creating chaos in the system. So use your brain, people. Don't let the YouTubers fool you and confuse you because you don't know a lot about marketing. They just confuse you with some metrics and some garbage terms, and you think they're so smart. Hire them and see what happens. There's so many people that have hired YouTuber agency in 30 days. They can't wait to get out the contract. Why? Because that whatever dream they sold you only works for 30 days. Actually, I heard a story from one of our group. This brand, they hired a YouTuber, a popular YouTuber, and in 30 days, the thing stopped working, but they can't get out of the contract. So they have to wait for the contract to expire so they don't get sued by this agency. And that's the thing. If they were so confident of their result that they can get you, why did they have to force you to sign a contract? Think about that. Because a contract locks you to a particular term and time. So if anything happens and you're not happy with the result, you can't get out of it. That should have been a red flag right there, because they know how much people come through the door and how many go out. So that's why they set up a contract, because that is the scam they're running. The best interest, the business model is to keep you as long as they can so you can keep paying them 5 figures a month. In fact, the e-com brand that I just scaled to $1 million a month, December last year, he had the same issue. He was in a contract with an agency, and the number, let me see if I can even show you their numbers, the screenshot. Where do I have it in my Canva? I think I have it on my Canva. So that's how when someone is trying to scam you, is to make you sign a contract to lock you in. Look at these metrics right here. This is the day I was hired, July 9. They were making 56 from ad revenue a day. This is daily, you see, a day. December 29, they were making 33K a day. That's $1 million a month. So if they're forcing you to sign a contract, it means that's a red flag. You should know that they're not getting results. Whatever they're promising you is not going to happen. And that's why they're forcing you to sign a contract. So beware. I talked to ChatGPT for about 2 to 3 hours and dumped all my knowledge and information on how I scale this particular brand to $1 million a month. And I put it in this PDF, simplified for people to be able to have access to it. This is worth $3,000, by the way. But because it's information, I'm selling it for $97. If you need me to help you dig into your system and find what is wrong, book a call with me after you get this. You have to get this first so you can get access to me. Book a call right here and answer these questions right here before you reach out to me. After you reach out to me, click here to book a call. Solomon Afalabi, Meta Ad Scaling Expert. I'm here to help an e-com founder or get coaches. Talk to you later.